Hello, good blessed day. Thank you for tuning in to Holy Sweet Tea. Today is our first taping of our new discussion show. We're not going to call it a talk show, a discussion show. My name is Chantel, and I am one of your co hosts.
And I'm Minister Shawana, and I'm one of your co-hosts as well.
And we're delighted to have you as our viewers for this very special taping. Let me tell you a little bit about what Holy Sweet Tea is. Holy Sweet Tea was a God breathed vision that God gave me. And it is a platform for men and women of God to be able to come together and to discuss many of today's trying subjects, but in a biblical and Christian based forum. Our goal is to reach an audience of mature believers so that we can expound on what God has told us in His Word and through our lives. We want to have a non biased, non judgmental, free zone as we sip the tea and have a good, productive conversation. This is a platform where spilling the tea is not a bad thing. So let's get to sipping and spilling. Today's topic, we'll be talking about what does a yes truly cost? Many of us know when we begin to change our lives and we decide to live for Christ, we have to know that there will be a yes required of us. And that yes can truly cost us some things. When you say yes to God, do you really count up the cost of that answer?
Yeah.
Counting up the cost is one of the things that we don't want to have to do, but it is something that is inevitable if we're going to walk this walk.
Right.
A yes, in my opinion, is telling God, whatever you say, Lord, I will do. It must not be talking, it must not be taken lightly. Many Christians and believers believe that it is an honor to tell God yes, and a very, if not important, part of your walk. My yes says to God, I will obey your word and heed to the instructions that you have given me. Just as God told us in 1 Peter 1 and 16. He told us to be ye holy, for I am holy, because it is written. How can we be holy and serve a holy God if we have not said yes?
Okay.
Why is that?
Because saying yes to God means you surrender your all and all to Him.
Mhm.
You give Him your whole heart, mind,
Yes.
body, soul, and your spirit.
Yes.
You offer up your body as a living sacrifice. Saying yes is a big responsibility. So when you say yes, you better make sure you know what you're saying yes to.
My God.
Don't lose, excuse me, don't lose faith. Just trust God, even though your yes can truly cost you a lot.
Okay. And I can see that and I understand it. And I know we talk a lot in the Christian uh, churches or places of worship where we go, we talk a lot about holiness
Mm-hmm.
because we do understand how important holiness is in this walk. But I think a lot of times when people think about holiness, they think of something drab or something that's going to take this away or take that away, which it should take certain things away. What do you think about that?
Yes. Um, Saying yes, it truly costs a lot, and it's not nothing that you should take lightly. You
Yes.
should think a lot about it when you say yes. It's not nothing to play with because when it comes to God, you should take it serious.
Yes.
Living for
Yes.
God it's a wonderful thing to do.
Yes.
You know, and
Yes.
it's trying. I ain't gonna
Yes,
say
it
that
is.
it's an easy job because it's very hard. But in the midst of doing it, you have to just trust God and, like I said, allow Him to lead the way. Let
Okay.
Him guide you.
Okay. Now I heard you say something. You said that it is hard. Now, some people would argue with that. They will say, well, no, it's not hard. You're just giving up your will and picking up God's. So if I were a person, I say, well, evangelist, Shawana, I'm having trouble. This is hard for me. What advice would you give me?
Well, I would tell you to take to God in prayer.
So
And
prayer is an
encourage-
important part.
It is very
Okay.
much an important part.
Okay.
And, you know, not only go into prayer, but fast.
Okay.
And
Okay.
encourage you not to give up.
Okay.
You know, just trust God and allow Him to help you.
So basically, you'll be giving me instructions on a lifestyle change.
Yes.
Because one thing that we have to know, and we have to know, people of God out there in the world, that holiness is a lifestyle. Living for God, it's a lifestyle. It's not something you do today and you turn around and change your mind tomorrow. It is a lifestyle. Holiness is the type of lifestyle where it's one that is consecrated unto God and the things of God. It means to be separate and apart. But it means to be separate, but also be a part of God's plan, whatever plan that is that God may or may not have for your life. And when I say may not have, the Bible tells us that those that belong to God, they know His voice.
Right.
So if you're not one of His, then you may not be a part of that plan, but there is a plan.
Amen.
I also wanted to talk about giving God a yes. I've heard people say, "Oh, I told the Lord yes," or "I said yes to the Lord." How do you give God a true yes?
Well, you have to just open up your heart and your mind, and you have to really be saved in order to give God a yes.
Okay. Okay. And I understand that. And then I remember when my pastor was telling us about giving God a yes, and like you said, you have to open up your heart. But a lot of times people don't know how to do that. And I think that, or I believe that, being able to be that transparent and that open causes us to have to get in a place of humility.
Right.
And a place of brokenness.
Right.
Because if there's no humility and there's no brokenness, then how then can I submit my ways if I'm not humble and if I'm not to that place where I want God to take over? So I think that that's very important. And I also feel that we must know that our all in all is in God. We are nothing in and of ourselves.
Right.
Everything is in Him. And I think to get to that place, it truly costs us something. My yes has cost me many things. Yeah, my yes cost me my family, my friends, my loved ones. It's cost me jobs. It's cost me vacations, free time with my husband, with my children. Even those intimate moments with my husband, it's even cost me that, because when God is calling, you have to answer.
Right.
You have to answer. And I think about all those things and I say, well, Lord, it cost me this, and that's another person gone, or it's another, time of importance that I'm going to miss. And I had to remember, but I told God yes.
Right.
It's cost me relationships that I held so dear to my heart, but I told God yes.
Right.
It's cost me to be alone, not lonely, because I'm never alone. I'm never lonely because I have God in my life.
Right.
Because I told God yes. It's even costing me my own dreams and desires, all because I told God yes. So my question today to you out there that are listening, that are watching, and hopefully viewing this video, my question to you is, what does your yes cost you? Or what is it costing you?
Okay, that is the end of our session.
Okay.
So we hope you enjoyed. Please come in, respond to our taping. Everyone have a blessed day.
And before we let you all the way go, we want to tell you that we will be taking suggestions and questions on topics and upcoming topics. You can reach us by email at holysweettea@gmail.com. If you would like to call in for prayer or anything, however you want to reach us for anything else, you can call us at 318-639-0849. We thank you for tuning in today, and we hope that you have a blessed, sweet day. Thank you for letting us spill some holy sweet tea with you today. What is that?